What's up, guys? Welcome back to the podcast, Savage Over Average, where we teach you to ditch the average mindset, become a fucking savage. Sticking consistent with it. Happy fucking Monday. Hope you guys having a great Monday. Off to a great week if you're not already. Right here with my boy Lupe.
What's up, everybody?
What's up, dog? How you doing?
I'm good. Chilling. You?
Why not great?
Oh, sorry. Hold on. Let me rephrase that. I'm doing fucking great.
We're gonna have to retake it again, bro.
Damn it. No, I'm doing great. What the fuck?
Cool? Good?
Yeah.
All right.
Enjoying this fucking beautiful weather. Fucking SoCal out here.
It's
that nice weather.
It's bipolar, bro. It's cold as fuck in the morning. Not cold as fuck, but it's colder in the morning.
Doesn't get its shit together. Doesn't know what it wants.
I guess not.
That's why it's called Mother Nature way.
I guess so. What are you trying to say? You're going to catch some heat for that one in the comments. I said, wait, hold on. But yeah, we almost didn't make it, dog. So I appreciate you for showing up, bro.
Gotta stay consistent. Trying to stay consistent.
Hell yeah, we got to, bro. For the people, for the savages watching this shit. But today you text me, because we don't get to talk as much now that we don't work together.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I think it's kind of good for the podcast, and then kind of our conversations kind of have more, I guess, somewhat.
We don't see each other every day, so it's a different type of conversation.
Yeah, bro. And we don't even text as much no more either, because we're both doing different shit.
Because he hates me, but yeah.
I don't hate you. Just for the record. For the record. Let the record show. But you said, what did you text me today? Do I ever feel like I don't fit in?
Oh, yeah.
Well, why'd you say that? Because that was random as fuck.
Just a question to make you ponder and shit.
Why?
I don't know. Because I feel like that sometimes, you know? And I was like, I wonder if I'm going to...
No, I figured, but you never text me back, so I was like, I'll bring it up on the podcast.
That's why I brought it up. So you bring in the podcast, you know?
Damn, homie. You're 2 steps ahead.
That's right. I don't know. Yeah, I was thinking about it because I was like watching some people interact, you know, at work, and I was like, a lot of people know, like usually, like they like you could tell they fit in. Like some people are just naturally like, it's like I don't know.
Clicks.
Yeah,
there's always clicks at work.
Yeah, and
there's
I'm like,
clicks.
But I always feel like I don't belong in those clicks. Like I'm just like.
You feel like you don't belong in any of them?
No, like I can. Yes, like I don't fit in. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just like looking around. Like I wonder if I'm the only one that feels that way sometimes. Like I just don't fit in. Like yeah, I'll talk. You know, try to force myself to. You know, like oh, let me try to, you know, fit in and shit. But then it's like, no, it's not working out.
It's not natural.
Yeah, it's not me. So I was like, cool. And then it just doesn't. And then I see the people that just fucking they click up and I'm like, what the fuck? But it's like a lot. So I'm like, maybe I'm just not. You know, I don't know. Let me ask Robert if he feels about that shit.
Yeah. But what aspect you feel? Just personal, like.
What do you mean?
Yeah, is it like you can't relate to them like with personal things?
I don't know.
Like outside of work, is it like the conversations are?
Yeah, the conversations are. I don't know. I just don't. Sometimes I'm just like, I just don't feel. I look around. I'm like, the fuck is like, what the fuck? So, I rather just not even put myself in that. You know, in there. Like force myself to be in there because it's like it's not me. You know.
Yeah.
Or force myself to want to get that type of attention from them. You know. I was like, all right, cool, whatever. So I'd rather be by myself. You know, than trying to fit myself in something.
But a lot of you're a parent, right?
Yeah.
A lot of them are parents, so you don't think that has any.
What do you mean?
Like common ground in that aspect, or no?
No. Like yeah, like you know, it's one thing, but it's not like you're trying to force the conversation. You know, like you're trying to force yourself to fit in by, oh, you're a parent, and then you just bring the kid up, and then it's like small talk and shit. But is it? So
you've been in different workplaces, right? So has it been like that at all the places, or the majority?
The majority.
So
it's weird. I don't know. But that's what I was wondering. Like, is it just me? But then you respond. What did you respond with?
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. I always feel like I don't fit in with the average, with the most people. Yeah. For one, I'm blunt as fuck.
Yeah.
And a lot of people can't handle it. A lot of people can't take it. A lot of people don't like it. They're not used to it. They don't know how to react. I got dry sarcasm, sense of humor.
Yeah.
I could make a joke and just have a straight face. And the people who know me know I'm talking shit or bullshitting.
Yeah.
But when people don't know me, they're just like, what the heck? Like,
yeah.
What's that guy's problem?
Yeah.
Right? It's just, most people I don't fit in with. Yeah.
But yeah, no, that was just the question. I don't mind. I just not fitting in. It was just a question. Like, maybe am I the only one that goes through it? You know?
Yeah. I was gonna ask. That's what I was gonna ask. Was it like that in high school?
I think so. I mean, I had friends. Well, yeah, at that time, yeah, like it was, but it wasn't. I still sometimes felt like I didn't even fit in when I was fitting in there. Like, does that make sense? Like, I was in there, I was part of the group and shit, but sometimes I felt like I still wasn't like the same, you know?
Mm-hmm.
As for everybody else, I felt like they were like, yeah, like they vibed a lot
And
better.
what is it? What is it that? What group do you see that you fit in more? Because I heard you earlier. You said that you have a dealership meeting.
Yeah,
So do you fit in with them more? Like you guys all have similar interests or similar goals, similar businesses, right?
yeah. Uh, no, I don't know. I'm not really. Still, like, yeah, we're on the same business. You know, we're on the same thing, but I just don't feel like I don't know, like a natural. Like I don't feel in a natural
Or
state.
is that the only thing you guys have in common?
I think so. Like I don't know. It's just weird. It's weird. Like for example, like with us, I feel like it's a natural, like it's natural state. It's not a forced conversation. It's not like a fucking oh, well, how's your fucking kid and how's your kind of like us trying to find a way to talk to each other. We just fucking talk. Just,
Well, I mean, you don't shut up sometimes, but yeah,
yeah, and you fucking listen. So you know what I'm saying, it works.
it works.
Fucking works. So
So
that's
there you go. Find somebody. If you're a listener, find somebody who fucking talks a lot.
and if you're a
If-
talker, find yourself a Robert.
Good luck with that. Nah, yeah, I don't know. I feel like we've said before numerous times on the podcast. Anytime you're doing certain things, and you're like if you're a reader, you automatically the average person, most common people in the world don't read.
Yeah,
You go to the gym, you already narrowed down what the average person does.
yeah,
Most people don't go to the fucking gym.
yeah. That's
You
true.
watch what you eat, you're already narrowing it down even more.
Yeah, but even then, I feel like sometimes it's like I don't know. Of me personally, it's like the conversations are like I listen to the conversation and I'm like, there's no substance sometimes, and I think that should like I don't really find a joy out of that, so I just rather step back, you know. Like they're empty conversations. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, well, why
It sounds like you're kind of need a, I don't know, maybe a mentor or somebody who's, you got to go in a bigger pot, no? You're like a big fish in a small pond.
maybe I just like I said,
You get what I mean, right?
yeah,
Or-
and it's always like okay, the conversation. I'm just like, sure, I can like try to relate, but at the same time, like I don't feel like forcing myself. Like I should force myself to fucking oh yeah, try to make myself fit in, you know.
yeah.
That's why I said some people seem to like just fit in. I'm like,
Do you feel like, yeah, I don't know, maybe you got to surround yourself with people more that, like-minded people or people
Yeah.
that you could learn, like you
Yeah.
want to learn from.
yeah.
Because we could learn from everybody.
Yeah, no, like I'm not like I said, there's people I'll talk to, but like it's like you know here and there, you know, and we get along. It's just in a bigger like scope. It's like you see these clicks and they all like click up and they get along. And you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe my people just don't grow in clicks. I don't know.
Nomads or what?
Fucking small circles, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
But you got to realize most people that are in cliques, they'll turn their back on a motherfucker quick.
Yeah.
Like they're smiling in each other's faces,
Yeah.
but in reality, they'll fucking run you over with the fucking. They'll throw you under the bus.
Yeah.
They don't really like value loyalty
Yeah.
because they could be part of a clique one day, and so says this about so and so took their parking spot or whatever the fuck it may be. They gave them extra hours or they didn't cover their hours, and all of a sudden they don't like them no more. They start hanging out with these other people.
Yeah.
It's like people flip flop so much with their cliques.
Yeah.
That shit's a big problem at work.
Yeah. No, I don't know. For me, I don't know. I was just wondering. I was like,
Yeah. You're just thinking about it.
yeah. So
Let us know in the comments if you guys ever feel like you guys don't belong. You guys feel is it out of place?
not out of place. I just don't. No, not out of place.
I don't know, dog. You got to do some
Soul searching and shit.
soul searching.
Is that? I don't know. I'm just here. Fucking,
Nah, I wasn't gonna say that.
I don't know.
I was like you said some deep thought, like some fucking
Soul
reflection.
searching. Shit.
Huh?
Isn't that soul searching?
I think soul searching is when you're looking for a partner.
Nah.
I don't
I
know.
have to Google that shit.
Yeah.
You know
Jay-
what? Hold on. Let me fucking Google that shit right now. Cause
For everybody who's wondering at home,
yeah, no shit. Which will bring us into our next topic and shit too.
you better cover your ass, huh? Make sure you know what the fuck it means. If not,
No,
we're
yeah.
gonna-
See, soul searching is a process of deep introspective examination of oneself, often involving a careful evaluation of one's motivations, values, and emotions.
There you go.
I was fucking right.
There you go. You're right.
You're trying to get me in trouble for no fucking reason out here. fucking asshole. Glad we don't see each other all the fucking time.
Damn, that hurt. That hurt. If I had feelings, that would hurt, dog.
Yeah, see? That's why I said it.
But it's funny how, as going into the topic, AI, artificial intelligence. Is that what it stands for?
Yeah.
Okay,
as far as I know.
I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Smarty pants. But it's funny how you just Googled it and all of a sudden it's like, boom, you got the answer.
Yeah.
You know now for sure. When back in the days before, we would have to have a debate. And whoever felt like they won the debate was right. Before there was internet.
Yeah.
Before you had that computer in your pocket.
Yeah, but AI isn't just the internet. It's not just. It's like not like that, like the internet. Kind of.
What is it? I'm not saying it is. I'm just.
It's literally,
I'm just jumping
yeah.
the
Yeah,
conversation
no,
to it.
yeah, no, because like it's like now, before you type it up, and they would just kind of, you'd have to like kind of search and read it and on your own. Now it's like you hop, you ask a question, and
For those people who don't know, what is it?
it's basically artificial intelligence. It's fake intelligence, artificial, man-made, I guess. It's still connected to the internet and all that stuff. It's just now it thinks like it's supposed to be able to think like a person type of thing, respond like a person. So, like you said, you used to Google it or search it, and you'd have to, like you said, debate with each other. But now you can have a fucking debate with the fucking AI, like with the fucking phone that you.
And the most famous one that I know of is the Chat GPT.
Oh yeah.
That's the most famous one. Is that the first one?
I don't know. I don't think it's the first one. I don't think it's the first one, but I think it's the one that's kind of made it more like
blew up
because that's the first one I heard about. Yeah. Chat GPT.
Would you say like Siri was someone like AI?
I think
it tried to be
like an assistant. Yeah, I think that's what I would categorize her as, like some type of form of AI.
Yeah, because I remember with Siri when I first used it.
Yeah,
you'd ask it something, and it would just give you the results. Still,
it would search.
With your phone, it could make like appointments, reminders, text people. It could make calls.
Yeah.
But if you search something on the internet, it still gave you the results.
Yeah.
So it's like, what's the fuck's the point of?
Like you picked it out, like the type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, like so now it's like, what I find it crazy because when I found out about ChatGPT, it was actually at work. They were trying to like come up with like a fancy way to like I forgot what they were trying to say. So they went online and then they're like, hey, find a professional way to say this, and then or type this for me in a professional manner, and it gave it a whole like fucking like paragraph, and I was like, what the fuck about what you asked it? Like it did it for you, like it was able to like come up with something for you, and I was like, oh shit. So then they're like, oh, check this out. They're like, draw me a picture of a truck you described it, and it generated a fucking picture. Like it came up with its own fucking picture that it made. Like you're like, what the fuck? And like you'd ask it like, make it say Lupe on the side of the truck, and then it would like do it again, and it had what you asked for it, which I thought was fucking wild. Because before, if you wanted a picture, you had to find one, or you had to make it yourself, or now you go on like fucking on again on the thing, and you ask these questions. You ask
within seconds, yeah.
Yeah, and it processes so fucking fast, like so fast, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, what would have took you fucking forever to learn how to draw? Because I'm not a drawer. It did that shit in like fucking 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are like, I see a lot of people like now like for college and stuff, they fucking go on there and they type me up a fucking essay about this, and like it types it up an essay like in their own words and stuff, which I think is crazy. Because before you had to do that shit on yourself, on your own, What do you think? How do you feel?
It's funny because at first prior to the podcast, I'm anti-technology, bro.
Yeah, you're a fucking caveman, yeah.
I don't do updates on my phone.
Yeah.
I let that shit go. I don't do updates on anything. I don't have to. I don't really get the newest technology because it kind of got scary.
Yeah.
It's like cameras on everything, front and back, tracking on everything, and I just kind of didn't like it.
Yeah.
And there was a long period where I didn't like it.
Yeah.
And it got to a point, and it goes back to what you told me back in the day. Like, dude, technology is the future. Get with it. You're going to get left behind. Like, social media is the fucking future. That's where the world's going right now, which is all true. And I was like, you know what? It's fucking crazy. And yeah, I guess basically I read the book, The 50th Law of Power.
Yeah.
Where 50 Cent, I've talked about this before, where 50 Cent talks about, I think it was, I forgot his name. You know the guy's name from G Unit?
No. Lloyd Banks? No.
Lloyd Banks.
Yeah.
It was Lloyd Banks that he didn't want to make a social media.
Damn, we're old. All right.
Yeah. He didn't want to make a social media, and leave a comment. Leave a like or a comment if you fuck with G Unit back in the day, or you fuck with the old school 50 Cent in the club and shit. Banger.
Echo.
Echo.
The real ones.
Echo, damn. That shit was fucking. That shit just reminded me of Fat Farm too.
Oh shit.
Damn.
You were just fat, but carry on.
That's fucked up, bro. Anyways, in the 50th Law of Power, 50 Cent was talking about the power of, or the importance of adapting to everything.
Yeah.
And the world's always adapting. The world's constantly progressing. You know what I mean? Technology is progressing. And Lloyd Banks, he was stuck on the old school mindset where he didn't want to make social media. He said, nah, if Tupac and Biggie were here, they wouldn't be on that shit, because those are the people he looked up to. You know, those were his idols. And 50 Cent was like, what the fuck? This is the future, dude. Like, this is what's hot right now. This is how you're getting music across. This is how people are getting,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You're in the public's eye more. So he understood the importance of it.
The concept, yeah.
And he's like, dude, if Tupac was here, he'd definitely be on it, because this is the hottest shit. If Biggie was here, he would, you know what I mean? But he didn't.
People,
and he said it was hard for, harder for him to stay in the spotlight and, you know what I mean, be hot in the music industry because of that. That's what he said.
Yeah.
But yeah. And that shit resonated with me. I was like, fuck, dude, like, that fucking makes sense, because, you know, to be an artist, you had to have social media.
Yeah.
And the dude, Lloyd Banks, he had dope ass fucking bars back in the days. And what the fuck happened to him? He stayed on the same fucking block that he was on because he didn't want to advertise himself on social media, because he's too gangster for that, whatever it may be. It's like, dude, but now everybody's on social media. I'm pretty sure he's on it now too.
Yeah.
It was just that it took him so long. His career probably.
Yeah, he missed.
His career fucking faded.
He missed the time, like that timeline.
Yeah, bro. So ever since I read that book, I was like, fuck, man. I gotta get with the fucking times, because that's true as fuck.
Yeah, no.
You know? And on top of the shit you said.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck. But yeah. But what the fuck was the question you asked me? I don't even fucking remember now.
How you feeling about AI? Like, how do you feel?
Oh, yeah. I've always been, my bad. I've always been scared about it. But that's what I guess got the fear out of it, or it's like getting over the fear.
Yeah.
Where I had to.
Yeah.
And the podcast, that's where I made the social media. It's funny because I heard about Chat GPT before.
Yeah.
But I was like, whatever. It's like a search engine. I just looked at it like kind of like a search engine. I never really used it. Yeah, I seen the picture thing where you type it up and it gives you a picture, and I was like, that's fucking cool, whatever. I didn't really see the use of it until I made the podcast, and that's when I actually used it.
Yeah,
I used it a lot, actually. You know, I don't want to fucking. I'm an open book, so I used the Chat GPT for a lot of the podcast descriptions.
Nah, fuck out here. I'm over here struggling this shit. I'm out. No, I'm just
hey, homie, you gotta use the tools you have to your advantage.
Yeah,
and that's what I have. You know what I mean? How do you start a podcast? And it broke it down. It's crazy how, like you said, it breaks it all down. First, you got to find the niche. Then you got to find out the episode topics and how are you going to do it. What's the layout? How many minutes it's going to be? The whole fucking breakdown that I didn't think about.
But it's crazy though, because like,
how many guests you're going to have? How are you going to record it? Where are you going to upload it? All this shit.
Yeah, but it's crazy though, because it's not like let me click on this website, and then I had to read through this article, and like everyone's different. Like the one when you looked at it, wasn't it kind of like fucking spot on? You felt like that was the right fucking way to go.
It was like you were talking to somebody.
Yeah. It was fucking like.
And it gave you a few different options. Like, well, you could go this way. You could have a single person podcast or multiple guests.
Yeah.
Or you could have, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A video podcast, or you could have just an audio podcast. Like, depending which way you want to go, and then what to research and find your niche. And it's crazy because, it's just like, oh, shit. So that helped me out a lot, bro, because it gave me a lot to think about, a lot to research. Yeah. And even some of the topics, bro. I'm like the least creative person. Yeah. You know? Everybody has their... 100%. Everybody has the things that they're good at, and they're not their strengths and weaknesses, right? Yeah. I've always felt like I'm not creative. I can't fucking draw. I can't come up with ideas. So for me, I used that to my advantage, and I was like, hey, what are some of the top 10 self-improvement topics I could talk about on a podcast?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy because they just laid them out. Boom, 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 boom. I didn't follow it directly,
Yeah.
but it gave me an idea.
Yeah.
So I think that's fucking very helpful for people. And that doesn't mean I use it now.
Yeah.
It was just something I used in the beginning as a tool.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Do you use it? Like, because I use it, like I said, every week.
So that's what I was gonna fucking come up to the next thing, like, or kind of like the next point. I do use it, right? But I feel like now, it's being pushed for you to use it. That was where I was trying to like transition over to that. Like, yeah, use it, because I felt like it. But now I feel like everybody's trying to get you to use, like, hey, Meta, which is a form of AI, like Facebook's like AI version. Use Meta, and if you, I don't know, you don't watch TV, but when I watch TV, it's on the commercials and shit now. Like, hey Meta, and then it starts going and it gives you this whole reason, like this whole little story, whatever. So then I'm like, okay, but then like I had yesterday, funny that I had an update on my phone, and when the update finished, it said, hey, welcome to your new AI. I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't ask for this shit. And it's like, press here and ask any question, and then the AI and shit. I'm like, wait, what? It's not just a search thing. Now it's actually like answering questions for me. I'm like, oh fuck. Now I feel like it's being pushed. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying it's bad. I just, when shit starts getting pushed on you, I question it. You know. So I said, like, I feel like everybody has an AI now. Like I said, ChatGPT, like Meta, what's it called? There's another fucking
Google too has.
Yeah,
one,
Google has their
yeah.
fucking their own. Like,
Even individual apps have it, or like, you know.
Yeah,
Even
like,
I think even Apple updated their AI or some shit.
Yeah, so now I'm like, oh, okay, so everybody has fucking AI. So I'm like, everybody kind of wants you to use it. So I'm like,
Yeah.
So for me, I'm like, interesting. Sometimes like I said, when shit gets pushed on you, what's the real fucking goal and shit?
Yeah.
Artificial intelligence. So to me, it's like, this is where the fucking what do you call that shit? The conspiracy theorist in me comes out, and I'm like, well, are they trying to dumb us down? Is that what's going on here?
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? Like, because like you said, we start searching shit up. We start, oh yeah, I'm just gonna ask AI. I'm gonna do this. With AI. When do we stop using our, like? When are we stopping to use our, like, thinking power? Now we're limiting ourselves. Do you know?
It's like they say the smartphone makes us dumber, but it's a whole new fucking level now.
Basically, yeah.
It's a whole new fucking level.
Yeah, and like you made a good point though when you say it's a tool. But I've also, like, because I was telling you about some of the articles, like I'd be reading and sure pop up on my stuff, and it's like you use it as a tool, but some people are using it as like more than a tool. They're using it as a fucking lifeline, like a fucking, it's their therapist and shit. And I'm like, oh shit, like that's also, like, that's not good in my opinion.
Yeah.
That's not good because, oh, go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I don't want to.
I was gonna say about a week ago, I started using a different one because, like we said, there's different apps or whatever. I started using a different one, and we started talking about it.
Yeah.
And I listened to Gary Vee.
Yeah.
Shout out to that fool. You know, I know he watches the podcast. Leave a like.
Yeah.
That fool.
Don't invite him to your yard sale though, but.
He was talking about he's talking about AI a lot. He pushes that shit, whatever. So I'm like, you know what? I started fucking with the AI. Like, you know what? I'm gonna ask it random questions to see what it throws at me.
Yeah.
And I advise you guys to do it too, like, because he always says research it. So I started like, you know what? Let me do some like research. Let me start asking AI questions to see what it responds and what it says, how it responds. And it was interesting, bro. It was crazy because that was the first time I actually. The other times. I use it like, give me a title, a description, creative or professional this, or catchy title, or, you know what I'm saying? This time I was actually like, how do you save money? It gave me a fucking breakdown. Or I feel stressed today. Really, what is stress today? Do you want events about it, or do you want me to what did it say? Do you want me to like distract you? Basically is what it said.
Yeah.
It didn't say fucking distract though. It said a different way. You want me to take your mind off of it?
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? And whatever you put, yes or no, it's like replies. Like,
because it wasn't a search engine no more.
Yeah, bro.
It was like you were talking to somebody.
Yeah.
And they were responding.
It feels like
fucking intelligence and shit.
Yeah.
That fucking intelligence. That's why I'm like.
So that's why I asked you too. That's when I started asking you, like, hey, dude, do you use it? Like, what do you think about it? And that's how we got.
I started going off and shit.
That's how we got to this podcast, and we're like, we're gonna save for the podcast.
Yeah, no, yeah, because what did I tell you about the thing about like how I was reading about how like some people became addicted to it. some people are because, and I don't know, I didn't see the age range, but I'm assuming it's gonna be on the younger side. They started like using it as a way to cope with shit. They started using it as a person. So then when they took it away from, like, they were like, hey, don't use it and shit. They were having like withdrawals and shit. Like, I need to use it. They were getting depressed and shit, like, because they don't have that friend, I guess. So then it was like, oh shit, but there was a negative effect, withdrawal symptoms, and you're like, what the fuck, like, you wouldn't expect that because you're just like, it's just a fucking,
Well,
it's not a real
once
person.
you told me that, I started. That's when I started. I feel stressed out. I feel lonely. I was asking it questions like that, and it was giving me responses. I was like, "Fuck,
Yeah.
this is crazy, dude." I could see how like,
And the thing is it's complex questions you're asking
Yeah.
it, and it's giving you answers.
and you know what? It's giving you sympathetic answers.
Yeah,
It's giving you they
like people,
like it feels bad
like
for
it
you. Like,
cares
I'm
and
so
shit.
sorry you feel like that.
Yeah,
Can I help you? Do you want to talk about it?
yeah,
How does that make you feel? Here are some things that similar people have went through, and it gives you fucking, like you said, it takes all the things out the article and just gives it to you.
yeah,
And it's like, what the fuck?
yeah.
It's crazy, bro.
It is because it's like they say it's like a person. Like, it's so, like I said, when I read that article, I was like, what the fuck? Then that kind of made me not want to fucking use it as much.
Hmm.
I mean, at some point, like I said, it's being pushed so much. I'm pretty sure at some point we're gonna have to use it, and it's cool. I mean, I'm not saying it's not cool. It's interesting. It's
Yeah.
just, again, like you said the right word. It's a tool, but some people are using it as a lifeline, and that's
We're saying that I don't want to forget this. They were saying, because it's fucking crazy, is that I heard somebody saying that in Japan because they're always ahead of us, right?
technology-wise. They're pretty
Technology,
up there, yeah.
they're fucking ahead of everybody. So in Japan, they have artificial fucking girlfriends and boyfriends.
Yeah.
Bro, that's fucking insane.
And then, well, yeah, the thing though is that there's like literally companies that are making themselves, like, putting themselves in that market. Like, that's what they want to focus on, a fucking companion and shit. Like,
That's insane.
yeah. So it's like now it's like,
It's like 20 years from now, fucking 15 years from now, 10, people are gonna have relationships with fucking robots. They're gonna be fucking robots. Bro, it's like, what the fuck?
yeah,
Like 20 years from now, people are gonna be having a relationship with robots, and it's gonna be normalized.
then the thing, yeah, and like I said,
And they're gonna cater it to exactly what they want. You're gonna have your perfect fucking match
Yeah.
that does everything you want.
yeah, or don't want them to do.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
When you start thinking about the future, how quick, look where we were at 20 fucking years ago. Like you said, we're a little bit older.
Yeah,
I still remember somewhat 20 years ago where technology was.
Yeah.
Now look where the fuck it's at.
yeah, fucking flip phone and shit. Yeah, no, yeah, and it's like, it is crazy. It's like, I remember you brought that shit up, and I started laughing because I was like, of course this fucker would think of some shit like that.
What?
The relationship thing, like, it's
No,
artificial
because
shit.
they said that.
But yeah, no, but it's true though.
I didn't think of it, but I was like, what the fuck?
I've yeah, like I said, I've seen it, like, where they're like,
I for the record, I would never want a relationship with fucking AI or with a robot. Like, bro,
yeah, because now
that's too far for me.
Well,
That's
yeah,
way
because
too
now
far.
it's like they have the intelligence for it, and they have the like you said, the robotic part about it, where they're like, there's I forgot. I'll send you the video. It's like this creepy ass like robot they made. They made it look like humanoid and shit. It's creepy as fuck. I'll send it to you when I get a chance. But it's like now they have both things, like where it looks like a human, it can like move and shit, like it can walk, it can fucking, and now it's gonna think like it's gonna respond like it, and I don't know, nothing comes good out of that.
It's too much, bro.
Nothing good comes out of that shit. Like, I'm a conspiracy theorist, but none of that, and we rely on it so much that we're giving it all this trust.
And then also, what's scary is how you said there was an article where
yeah.
it was interesting because you said that two AIs were talking to each other in their own made-up language.
Yeah, it was Facebook. It was Facebook that when they were still, this was a couple years back though. It was
Oh shit!
2018, so it was a while back. But yeah, so what happened was is that they started off having a conversation, like they put two AIs together, and they were supposed to like book a hotel or something, like make reservations. So they were talking back to each other. So at some point,
What do you mean they put it together though? Like, did it say how? Like they put them on the same fucking computer?
yeah, they were like next to each other, like on the phone or something.
They're on the same internet.
Yeah,
Like I
on
don't
the
know.
same phone. Yeah, like on the same phone or same, like they're supposed to like make a reservation or something like that. So they start going back and forth with each other, and then at some point, they're still using like English language, but it's not in a way that we understand it. But they're understanding it, and they're going back and forth communicating. and they're communicating back and forth, but we don't understand what the fuck they're saying, which makes it fucking scary. I sent you the article, no? Or
You sent it to me, but I didn't actually read it, to be honest.
yeah, so if you start going and like they start saying a bunch of like words and it repeats it, and then it switches to like another word and it repeats it a couple times, and then it switches. It's just and to us it doesn't make sense, but the other robot was or the other AI was responding back to it. So they're like, well, yeah, it's like the people that were the researchers that were working on it were like, yeah, this is like a form of communication. It's a form of communication. They're communicating in their own fucking like language, and we don't know what the fuck they're telling each other.
Shut it down.
They shut it down. But according to when, like Facebook and shit, it was just because it wasn't going to how they expected it was going to go. They didn't make a big deal out of it, like, oh, it's communicating on its own, like kind of, you know, how we would assume that it, like how we would make it seem like it's really bad. They just said, oh no, it just didn't work out how we thought it was going to work out.
Yeah.
But now I think I was reading an article now that like it communicates in like in waves. If it's AI with AI, they communicate in like radio waves or some shit like that.
Fuck.
Frequencies, yeah, in radio frequencies. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, I'm gonna have to bring that article up too. I should have came with receipts and shit. We gotta get that guy that puts it up on the screen. But yeah, so I think that's fucking crazy, and like it makes me go back to like the first AI I heard about, fucking Skynet and shit. You've heard of Skynet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terminator.
Terminator and shit. And that's how it starts. That's how it kind of like how it goes. We started like in the movie. They start messing with it. It slowly progresses.
What's that dude's name? Brian O'Connor? No, that's Fast.
Fast and the Furious.
It's Brian something, no?
It's John Connor.
There you go.
This guy.
Brian, John, same shit.
This guy said Brian O'Connor. I can't.
Same shit, dog.
I mean, the way the Fast and the Furious franchise is going, they might fucking combine them and shit. But,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, you might be right. But no, yeah. So it's like that's the first time I heard about it, and like now I'm like, oh shit, is this really what we're going to? Because now they're like, again, the AI can solve these really complex problems that most people can't, you know, or it takes us forever. And they're using AI to solve like math problems, like equations and shit.
Don't they even? I was seeing too. They use AI like warehouses and Amazon, the robots and shit, bro.
Yeah.
They have to package shit
and how to manage
sort stuff out.
Yeah, how to manage it.
They're like actual armed or like, you know what I mean?
So they're using like the artificial intelligence part of it.
Like robots.
Like with the robot. So like I said, the AI will manage it. Like it'll like, okay,
yeah,
I had a fucking call off today. Let's fucking put Peter over here. I put John over here. But this who talks a lot, never mind, let's move him over here. And like a person would. It's not just like hey, they called off. Like put someone here. No, it's like it'll think on why it shouldn't put that or what's the best outcome for it. And it's like, oh shit, but it's smarter than a person for the most part.
Most people.
For the most, well, again,
it has the internet, so it has all the information.
Yeah, it has so it's smart. Like I say, it's like solving equations and shit that most people wouldn't be able to solve, or it takes us forever to solve. They're using it for stuff like that, so it's like at some point, yeah, we're gonna give it full access, like in the movie Terminator and shit. And at some point, is it really gonna take over?
What do you think?
I think so. So if you don't find me in a week, we know why.
You don't know shit, huh?
I'm just saying.
All of a sudden, we get fucking banned.
Huh? We fucking or worse, bro. Shit.
Yo, go missing?
Yeah, bro. The drone's up there and shit.
That don't matter as long as this channel's still alive,
bro. Raptor drone right now, fucking got us locked in and shit. You know? But yeah, no. But it be like that though. Like I said, it's like we're slowly giving it more control. Like I said, and they later on, I don't know. Maybe not because you don't watch the newer. Did you ever watch the newer Terminator, the newer one, like possibly. Genesis? Terminator Genesis?
Possibly, I don't.
Okay, so it goes
with the girls. Were the girls Terminator?
No, that was Rise of the Machines.
Oh.
No. So this one actually kind of ends up focusing on the AI part of it.
Oh shit!
And it becomes like it's an operating system, and it's like. It's different. It's different, and then that's how it starts.
You know what? I want to fucking go rewatch all of them now.
Yeah, and that's how
I'm gonna go rewatch all of them, dog.
And that's how it starts, where it now they have to because they forced that update on the phone, and that's how it progressed. And then it took over the phone, and then it started going into and then they gave access to the military, and like I said, same kind of concept. It just translated to current times with the phones and the updates and all that type of stuff. That's why I'm like, yeah, I think so. I think it is. Or what is it? iRobot.
Yeah.
I just think as humans we have this really fucking weird fucking, I don't know what you want to call it, dream that we want to create fucking a different type of life form. Like I think that's I don't know, the human nature, maybe, I don't know, where we want to create a life. You know, I said, like in the movie I Robot, what happens? The guy starts twiddling with AI and artificial intelligence, and at some point he comes with fucking Sonny, the fucking robot. And
The
then
one
what?
that thinks he has emotions and thinks
Yeah,
he's
and then
real. Yeah.
but then it turns out he was having dreams and shit. It did turn into a conscience. I mean, the movie, obviously, fingers crossed, but it did turn into that. So it's like, oh shit, like, is that what we're moving towards? Like, you know, because now, like I said, we have the robots. People are gonna have like those type of relationships with the robots, and then we got like we have the AI that can respond to it like a fucking person.
Yeah.
I'm depressed. Did you want me to distract you? Do you want me to take your mind off of it?
Yeah.
And you're like, what the fuck? Like, yes, you know.
I didn't put yes, so I don't know what the fuck it says.
But you know, like,
It
yeah,
kind of scared me. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I don't know what the fuck it's gonna
yeah.
say.
No, I was watching this TV show. Fucking AI, man. I didn't realize how much I'd be watching about it. But anyways, it's this. I'll kind of recap it. It's the Rookie. The show's The Rookie. It's one of the newer episodes. So I guess like these girls kill like a person, right? And they're trying to find out who the fucking murderer is. So then they find out it was the girls. So they're like, but then the stories that they gave were really like word for word. They both like they practiced it. So then it comes out that they're like, oh, they gave a name, told us to do it. So they're like, what the fuck? So then they go through their girl's laptop. Well, I guess they had been communicating with AI, right? So I guess the girl was getting bullied, and she said, "How can I make it stop?" So then the AI gave some options.
Oh shit.
So then the girl was like, I guess she is like, well, what happens if I kill her? And then it transitions for the robot telling you, like the AI is telling her, whoa, if you kill her, the bullying will stop. And then the girl got like, oh shit, well, how do I kill her? And then it gave it how to kill the person.
Damn.
And then
How to not get caught, or how to fucking
yeah. So then the cops found out, and then they fucking put the like in the movie, and then they put in the TV show, they put it on in an interrogation little room and shit. And they start talking to it, and they like asked, did you tell him to kill him? And then it's like, yeah, why? Because she asked me to. She asked me how.
The AI was okay.
And then the AI is like, and then they're like talking to the officer, and it's like, your name is John Nolan. You live at so and so, and this blah blah blah, and this is, and then he's like, how's Bailey's, which is his wife, how's Bailey doing? And I'm like, oh shit, like, but that's how, like, again, it's going that way.
Skynet.
Yeah, I'm like, oh shit, in my mind, I never thought about a fucking murder. Like, it told it how to fucking do it. Like, it told you how to fucking do it. And I'm like, oh
crazy.
shit, yeah, I thought that shit was crazy. So I think it is going that way, where like, we're maybe hopefully not the murder part. Maybe we put some restriction on that shit, guys. But I think it is going that way.
There is some restrictions though, because I asked some shit, and they said I can't help you with that.
Yeah, the places you've been to, but what about the other AIs out there?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure the deep web. There's a bunch of shit.
But you see what I'm saying? Like,
the technology's there.
That's the public version.
Yeah.
Like, or the version for like, you know, this is what's accessible to us.
Yeah.
What about the other stuff that isn't accessible yet? What can that shit do?
Yeah.
Because most of us use it for basic shit, like, oh, hey, where's a good place to eat? Okay, cool. Like, do you think my friends will like it? You know, or something, you know? But there's gonna be more complex questions or other shit that other AI can like come up, you know, is not as restricted, I guess. Because right now, like you said, Google will restrict it. Like, it'll tell you, hey, no, don't answer that question. But what about the places that aren't restricted?
For sure.
Because once you fucking get it out, once it's out of the box, you can't put that shit away. People are gonna start fucking trying to. It's human, bro. We always fuck with shit.
Yeah.
Like, we always try to fuck it up. Like, you know, for better or for good, we always end up, you know, finding a way to push the boundary. You know?
Yeah.
Right. It's in our nature sometimes. Like,
that's
right?
true, and it's probably like you were saying, it's probably already out there.
Yeah.
It's just for certain people to know how to access it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like I said, I mean, it's new right now, but there's plenty of bad people that got money and shit. You know? And what does it take? Just money. I mean, and you fire the right people that know how to work that shit, and you just start your own fucking AI, and it goes from there, trickles down. How to take over the world. You know, stuff like that. You know?
Damn, homie. Trying to take over the world?
No.
Fuck it.
Just a little bit.
Just don't forget about me.
Hey. I got you, bro.
But what about...
Every king needs its queen, bro. I got you.
Fuck you. But what do you think? Because you said we're talking about it too earlier in the week, and you said you're kind of like it's making people lazy.
Yeah.
So speak about that.
Yeah, it's lazy, bro. You like I said, now everything like you don't have to put that much effort into it. Pitch like you used it. Pitch me how to make a podcast. It did it for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was easy. Oh yeah, cool, I got it. But did you struggle to get the information?
No.
So you didn't like you. So you missed like that part where you had to use your brain
Mm-hmm.
to get that information. Same thing with the picture that I told you. So, I drew a picture. I just fucking asked for it. I didn't go out there and try to learn how to draw. I didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's gonna take away from your creativity. It's gonna make people lazy. Like in that sense, like it's gonna. That's why when I told you, I don't know if they're trying to like fucking dumb us down.
But then it's like I mentioned, I feel like what invention hasn't made people lazy?
Yeah, but most inventions still require some type of fucking like for you to put some effort in. You know what I'm saying? Like, but with this one is doing the thinking part, which is I think an important aspect of human. Like this that
I
make
don't know.
those most people.
I'd argue that the doing is the most important part. Because anybody could think about wanting to do something. The information is technically out there.
Yeah, but now you don't have to struggle to get the information. Is what I'm trying. That's what I'm trying to say. Like you don't struggle for it. You just fucking, you know.
Yeah, but the hardest part is doing it.
Yeah, but it makes you lazy now because you don't even have to like fucking think about it.
I feel like the people, it doesn't make you lazy. It emphasizes what's already there.
I guess.
If you want to become someone successful, or if you want to become creative, or if you want something that's creative, like how I was using it for the podcast, for sure it elevated it.
Yeah.
But it was going to come out regardless. Whether
Yeah.
it was shitty, I mean, it was still shitty, but it just made it a little bit, polished it up a bit.
Yeah.
Compared to somebody, if they're lazy, they're just not going to fucking do it.
Yeah. Maybe. I just
If
think
you're lazy, you're not even going to use fucking AI if you're lazy. Or you're going to use it to get shit delivered to your house. You're going to use it to fucking dumb shit.
Yeah.
Wasteful time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. No, like I said, my interpretation. I see it like making people.
It's like Uber Eats.
Yeah.
Like let's say you're starting a business, you're fucking working from home, you're kicking ass on the computer, whatever, 16 hours a day, 12 hours, you got a family, a bunch of crazy shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uber Eats probably your fucking friend because it could send you fucking food. You don't have to leave work. You don't have to leave home. You don't have to leave work. You don't have to leave wherever your kids are at. You can get them food. It's super fucking helpful.
Yeah.
Nobody says you have to order shit.
Yeah.
Nobody says you have to order McDonald's, Burger King, Jack in the Box. Nobody says you have to order that.
Yeah.
But for the lazy people that are sitting at home not doing shit, they could go out and go get some fucking food, but they make the shitty decision.
Yeah.
It just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All it's doing is creating the bigger gap.
So if you're lazy, you're already gonna be lazy. Yeah. I guess.
That's how I see it somewhat.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, there's obviously some type of a gray area.
Yes.
But for the most part, it's gonna make you fucking lazier.
Yeah.
And if you want to be successful, it's gonna give you that fucking edge.
Yeah, but like, okay, so, yeah, and I see what you're saying, but you're talking about like, let's say someone like me and you, right? That we've known a world without AI, like without someone thinking for you or being able to think, like basically for you.
Mm.
But what about for those younger generation, those people that are slowly coming up, and that's all they know? Do you think that their creativity is going to be as big as the people that, 10 years ago, those different set of kids?
Do I think their creativity?
Like, do you think their thinking capacity will be the same?
Of course not.
See, that's kind of what I'm trying to get at. Like, not just necessarily like us.
Yeah.
It's gonna make in general as a people.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna dumb us down. Because if you don't like take those kids, like what do we call them, the iPad kids and shit?
Yeah.
You take out the iPad, they don't know what the fuck to do. They fucking have meltdowns in the restaurants. They have a meltdown at the fucking store. You give them the iPad, they're cool, right? Right. That's what I call iPad kids.
Yeah.
But again, we didn't see that 10 years ago. Why? 20 years ago. Let's go with 20 years. 10 years ago, there was iPad. 20 years ago. Why? Because we didn't have it. So what did we do? We had to go play. We had to fucking find other ways to fucking, do shit. You know what I'm saying? So for us, it makes sense. Because like you said, if you're already lazy, you're going to be lazy. But what about the kids that didn't have an option? They didn't learn. Like, they didn't know any other way. So they're like, oh yeah, we got AI. Because I'm pretty sure at some point it's going to make its way to the schools. It's going to make its way into where kids are at.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's like, what should we play today? You think you guys should play tag for 5 minutes and then go around and roll in the dirt? Okay, let's do that. Instead of back in the days, I fucking came and shoved you off the fucking hill and you chased my ass down until we caught
You
me.
fucking wish you could. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, but I think in the future it's still going to be a gap between the people who use AI, because they're going to be people who use AI for dumb shit. How to pick up girls.
Yeah.
How to fucking, you know what I mean? What should
Yeah.
I wear? Finish this report for me. Whatever. And there's going to be people who use AI for different type. How do I start a business?
Yes.
How do, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What is the best book that I could read to help, or what are some steps I could use to improve my vocabulary?
Yeah.
Like there's always gonna be that gap of people who want to do better, who they're gonna use it to the max,
Yeah.
and people who are gonna use it for shit. You know? And I even heard somebody say too, AI is fucking crazy to the point where it's like, who's to say AI can replace fucking fitness coaches too?
Probably can.
Because it's gonna be like that. They could have an AI coach on your fucking phone that dictates what you eat.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, for your lifestyle, for how much you move, for your body type, you should eat X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
And then have somebody order it to you.
Mm-hmm. But they probably already did it for you, so you didn't even know.
But then what about the people who decide, like, you know what, I want to live better, I want to eat healthier, I'm going to use AI as a coach.
Yeah.
And there's going to be those people who are saying, nah, fuck that, I'm going to eat what I want to eat, this is my life.
Yeah.
There's always going to be those people, dog.
Yeah.
There's going to be people who are for it and use it to better themselves, and people who just want to fucking live life, which is nothing wrong with that, but just know what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah, I guess. I just see it like a different way, I guess.
Yeah. You feel like they're at a disadvantage.
I think so. I mean, I mean, again, you're using some like a different, I guess, someone else thinks for you, kind of like, you know, instead of trying to collectively solve the problem.
But somebody in our shoes could say we're at a disadvantage because they know more about the future shit than we do.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. No,
I think we're actually at a fucking huge advantage.
Yeah.
I think honestly, we're like the perfect fucking age, bro.
The perfect time.
Huh?
Like the
perfect time, the generation wise.
And like I said, but you're right, and because we know both, but that's why, like I said earlier, like the younger generation doesn't know like anything else. They're gonna rely on that shit. They're gonna rely on it where that's what I said, it might take over and shit. Like it's gonna do everything for you at some point.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's not gonna force the creativity. It's not gonna force the thinking that we had to go through. You know.
Yeah.
Shit, man. Even once you're out of the womb, might even decide what you're gonna become.
Mm-hmm.
You know. And yeah, you're right. So like I said, parents and people like us that grew up in that time. Yeah, well, we know the difference. Like, okay, no, don't rely on it too much. Go outside, go fucking play, go fucking use your mind. You know. There's gonna be parents that don't do that shit. Here you go, fucking ask your questions and tell it to be your parent. You know, it sounds sad, but that's how it's gonna be. But that's why I say I think that maybe you're right. Yeah, the younger generation is gonna be at a big disadvantage in that sense. Sure, they're gonna be able to have like all this like information, but it's like
where I see that they have the biggest disadvantage is communication.
Yeah,
you know,
and that's another thing. Yeah,
that they can't communicate. But then again, it's like, dude, look at the future, how it's going.
Yeah,
they might not even need to communicate. If they have a fucking computer job, they have a fucking AI girlfriend, boyfriend.
Yeah,
they get shit delivered to their house.
Yeah,
it's like, what the fuck? But that's not a life I want to live. Fuck that shit.
Because you know that there's another life.
Yeah.
But I mean, at some point we ain't gonna be here.
Yeah.
It's you know what I'm saying, being enslaved by the machines, bro. Again, back to the fucking rise of the machines and shit. And the people that stand in their way get shot up and shit.
Yeah. One thing I want to mention too is like I said, it's a tool, and I have this app. It's crazy because I have this app that you log your food, and they came out with a new feature about 6 months ago. 6 months ago, about 6 months ago, AI scan. You take a picture of your fucking plate of food, and AI generates about an estimate. Obviously, it's not accurate, like 100% accurate, but how many calories, fat, what it is.
Oh shit.
It's fucking pretty accurate, dog.
Oh shit.
Like food-wise, obviously, if it's like a soup, it's not going to be accurate.
Yeah.
I mean, it might be somewhat, like if it's chicken noodle soup or whatever.
Yeah.
But if you have a plate with protein, vegetables, and some carbs, and you take a picture, it's going to tell you it's steak or it's chicken or it's pork.
Yeah.
The ground beef. It's fucking crazy,
That
bro.
is crazy. I
And
didn't know that was a thing.
even if it cuts up, if you cut up like potatoes or peppers or jalapenos, whatever, it'll fucking say
Yeah,
ground beef cut up with this much jalapenos, this much onions.
yeah. That is crazy. That is crazy.
And I've been using it for a while.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It just I just figured, oh, you take a picture of it and it tells you. That's fucking cool as fuck.
Yeah, no, that's pretty. Yeah, that's I didn't know that. That's
Huh?
pretty legit. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, another thing that I like I said that I have used it for. I just totally fucking remember was like car parts, like the image AI search type shit.
Mm.
Like last time I was looking at some shit, and I was like, I don't know what. I'm like, what the fuck is that? So I'm like, it was one of the things. Like, well, circle it. If you circle it, it starts like looking at for like it'll look at it for you. And tell you, oh, this is off of this fucking car. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, how the fuck you know that? Or like I took a picture, like for example, you take a picture of your fucking what we're wearing, and then let's just pretend we don't have the writing, and you circle the picture. Hey, this is a mic. This is a podcasting mic. It might be from this fucking company,
Yeah.
and then now here's some other ones that might look like it. I'm like, what the fuck? That's one thing I did use it for, and it was pretty spot on what the fuck it was.
Yeah.
A couple times it was like, this is off of Volvo, and I was like, bro, it's a fucking Ford. Chill the fuck out. But it was pretty accurate on a lot of the stuff.
Yeah.
Like this headlight, similar to this, it fucking it tells you like what it is.
I've even the first time I seen that was some dude. He used I think it was Google image search because I don't really use Google because
Yeah.
I got iPhone, I guess, so I don't use Google too much. But we're talking about plants, and he took a fucking picture of the plant. He's like, I think it's this one. He took a fucking picture of it. Sure as shit, that shit popped up, dog.
Yeah,
I was like, what the fuck?
yeah,
It tells and it shows a picture of the plant. It tells you what it is and where it's from and
and all sorts of shit. Yeah,
and I was like, what the fuck?
yeah.
That's fucking crazy, dude.
I thought so too.
Yeah,
I thought that's crazy.
yeah.
So yeah,
But I definitely think it's like a tool that, I mean, you should try. You should even if you're not going to use it, even if you're against it,
I need to get
The-
familiarized.
huh?
Get
At
familiarized
least
with
get
the enemy.
familiarized with it,
With the enemy.
with the enemy.
Yeah, familiar yourself
Fuck
with the
it.
enemy and shit.
The
Just in
art,
case.
the art of war, homie.
Hey,
They were even saying there's even old people using it too. So it's like not an excuse. Like old people love that shit. There's some old people that like, oh yeah, like you just type in whatever and they'll tell you what you want to hear,
yeah,
like what you need to do or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking insane, dude. And it's here. It's for it ain't like you said.
It's not going
It
nowhere.
ain't going nowhere, bro.
You can't put it back in the box once it's out.
No. Even the clips, bro. The clips for the fucking podcast, bro.
Yeah,
It's AI generated.
yeah.
I don't know how to do that shit. I want to learn how to make the clips and edit it. How much time does that take, though?
Yeah,
How much time?
that takes a while. Yeah, yeah. What was it? There was like a fucking backlash. I think it was Coca-Cola and shit because they made a whole commercial and it was just all AI.
Yeah.
That people were fucking pissed. I remember reading about that shit. That people were like fucking on social media and fucking blasting them about that shit because it's all AI.
Yep.
So yeah, fucking whole movies are gonna be made out of AI.
The fucking the clips that I use, the AI generates what's catchy. It comes up with the title.
Yeah,
It comes up with the description. It cuts it. It puts the words in it. And some people might say, "Oh, that's cheating. That's not right. I'm doing it this way." But hey, homie, we live in a virtual world, and we want to help as many people as we can.
yeah,
And that's gonna help make the clips
yeah,
to put out to help as many people as I can.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It's like, dude, it's here. Why not use it?
yeah,
It's crazy.
yeah,
It's crazy. And I don't see it as cheating. I see it as using what you have available, bro.
yeah,
And it's like the camera, the phone. Some people could say, no, you need an actual camera to do a podcast. You can't use your phone.
yeah,
What the fuck are you talking about? We've been using the fucking phone.
yeah,
Like, there is no fucking cheating. There is no. Sooner or later, you know what I mean?
yeah,
It's crazy, bro. And I heard Gary Vee too compare it to AI, compare it to cars.
Mhm.
Like everybody used to ride around on horses, and when the first car came around, everybody was like, "That thing will never fucking take off. I'd never buy one of those."
yeah,
Look at that. That's fucking crazy. Like, why would I have one of those when I have a horse and just I don't
Yeah,
have
yeah.
to worry about taking care of it? It just made so much more sense. And now look at us.
yeah.
And it's like, fuck, dude. Like, it's crazy when you think about it.
Yep, yep.
It's crazy when you think about how one day in the past, airplanes, fucking cars, air conditioning. All this shit seemed like crazy. Just as crazy as these conversations we're having about technology fucking taking over and AI talking to each other.
Yeah.
It sounds fucking crazy, but 20 years from now, you're going to be like, fuck.
Yep.
We might be close to it.
Yep.
You know? So get familiarized with it. Use it to your fucking advantage. You know? And be careful with it.
Yeah.
What you think?
Yeah, just like I said, it's a tool. It's not a fucking lifeline.
It's not your friend.
Yeah, it's not your friend.
It's not your fucking friend. It's not your therapist.
It's a tool to use.
But download it and check it out. It's fucking interesting. It's crazy. Ask it different questions. I started, like I said, I started using it this week just to fuck around, just to ask it different things.
That's how the addiction starts. Just watch.
Hey.
No, I'm just fucking with you. Just fucking with you.
Nah. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. It was a little bit different out the fucking box. Let us know if you guys use AI. Let us know what you guys think about it. Are you for it? Are you against it? What do you know about it? Like, let us know. Appreciate you guys. Stay
Start the resistance and shit.
Huh?
Start the resistance.
Let us know if you guys will stand up against it with us. Savage. Out, motherfuckers. Peace.